Okay, now we're combining law of sines and cosines together, and we're going to do some applications of them, word problems. Okay, so just to review, law of sines is just a proportion. Okay, so pretty straightforward. So we do it when we have two angles and one side. Or when we have two sides and one opposite angle. Okay? Then we moved into the law of cosines, and that's when we have two sides and included angle. Remember, included means the angle in between them. Or we have three sides and no angles. Okay? So solve for the unknown variable with either law of sines or cosines. We have an angle and its opposite side. We have a side just missing the angle. So we can say the sine of A over 4 is equal to the sine of 49 over 8.3. So we type that in our calculator. That's literally what we do. We're going to do 4 times the sine of 49 divided by 8.3. That's going to give us a decimal. The sine of A equals 0.3637. Now, we're trying to find an angle. So we're going to take the inverse sine, second sine, and just put in 0.3637. And that's going to give us the measure of angle A is 21.3 degrees. Which makes sense, because since 4 is smaller than 8.3, this angle should be smaller than 49. Okay? I have an angle. Since I already have A and B, let's call this C. And I have a side. I have an angle here and an unknown. Now before I get started, I don't have this angle, but I can figure it out. 58 plus 54 equals 112. And then 180 minus 112 is 68. So I can figure that out. And I can use that to solve for the side. So I'm going to start off with B first. I have sine of C, which is 58, over 31, the corresponding side, the opposite side, equals sine of 54 over B. So this is B right here, angle B. And so I just do that. I'm going to do 31 times sine 54 divided by the sine of 58. And that's going to give me B is equal to 29.57. Right here. Now I'm going to do it all over again, except using the 68. So I'm going to start off again with sine of 58 over 31. Now I could use b now, but since this is a whole number, it's easier to start with that one. It's not rounded. Equals sine of 68 over a. And again, I'm going to just multiply 31 times sine of 68 divided by sine of 58 and find out that a is equal to 33.89. There you go. Okay, word problem. Hint, draw a picture, always. John wants to measure the height of a tree. He walks exactly 100 feet from the base of the tree and looks up. The angle from the ground to the top of the tree is 33 degrees. This particular tree grows at an angle of 83. Oh! Too bad. So sad. Which means we can't just take sine of 33 or tangent of 33 x over 100 because it's not 90 degrees. But we know that this is 83 degrees right here. How tall is the tree? Well, first off, if that's 83 and 33, this is 116 degrees up here. I need that to go along with my 100 feet. Because I'm going to say the sine of 116 over 100 is equal to the sine of 33 over x. That's my x right here, the height of the tree. So I'm going to take my calculator and take 100 times the sine of 33 divided by the sine of 116, and I get x equals 60.596, so 0.6 feet. 60.6 feet tall. Okay. To approximate the length of a lake, a surveyor starts at one end of the lake and walks 245 yards. He then turns 110 degrees and walks 270 yards. The 110 tells us the 70 here. Until he arrives at the other end of the lake. Approximately how long is the lake? So we're trying to find this right here. So we have two lengths, two sides, and an included angle. So what does that mean? Yep. Last resort, we're doing the law of cosines. So this is the angle we know. I'm going to call this A, and this B, and this C. This is little a, little c, little b. Okay? So, we're trying to find A. A is equal to the square root of b squared plus c squared minus 2 times 270 times 245 minus the cosine of A, which is 70. So again, you can type this all in one fell swoop in your calculator. I like to do 270 squared plus 245 squared, which is 132,925 minus 2 times 270 times 245 minus the cosine of 70. Which is 132,299.658. I'm just going to put it because it's not that many decimals. So now I'm going to do the square root of 132,925 minus 132,299.658. That gives me A is equal to 25.01. It's 006. So I just put it out where I can put a decimal. So I know that's not exactly 25 feet, but it's pretty darn close. So 25.01, I'm sorry, it's yards, not feet. Alright? So again, avoid law of cosines until you absolutely have to do it. Last word problem. Good title. Rachel and Erica are golfing. Again, look what we have. We have two sides and an included angle. So I'm going to call this A, big A, B, little b, C, little c. I guess I should have called ball B, but oh well. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to need to write my formula again. So A is equal to the square root square root of 325 squared plus 310 squared minus 2 times 325 times 310 minus the cosine of 17. So 325 squared plus 310 squared gives me A is equal to the square root of 201,725 minus 2 times 325 times 310 minus the cosine of 17. Oops, I've got to do square root. Sorry. Square root 201. But never mind. I'm losing my mind. I had it and I just messed it up. So 2 times 325 times 310 minus the cosine of 17, which is 201,499.0437. So now I'm going to do the square root of 201,725 minus 201,499.0437. So A is equal to 15.03 rounded. So it's 15.03